Good morning, guys. Good morning from the Great White North. Although they didn't get any snow, no snow here last night. Nice, and Chicago's getting pummeled with 6 inches of snow, lake effect snow. Up here in Milwaukee, not much snow. Just cold. Just lots of cold here in Milwaukee. Hope you're having a great Monday. Shout out to all of you guys out there getting ready for breakfast here. Vicky in the house. Look at, there's breakfast. When I'm on the road, there is my breakfast. Truly Teddy Grahams and rotting banana. That'd be breakfast of champions, my friends. Breakfast of Champions here in Milwaukee, downtown Milwaukee. If you've never seen Milwaukee, this is what Milwaukee looks like. This is what Milwaukee looks like. We're looking over to the lake, way in the distance there, maybe about 2 miles is the lake. But that's downtown right there. Lots of new buildings going up. Hope you're having a great, it's probably 20 degrees, I think, today, 20, 30 degrees. It's cold. It'd be cold in Milwaukee. All right. Hope you're having a great Monday. And Uncle Andy in the house. There you go. Stock market looking good. I hope you guys had a chance to buy yourself some NVIDIA. We were talking to a gentleman last night at the restaurant, our server by the name of Kevin, and trying to influence him into buying some NVIDIA. And I looked this morning, it's pre-market, it's going to be up $6. $6 a share in pre-market, my friends. Get yourself some NVIDIA and Google. You can't go wrong with NVIDIA and Google, my friends. That's DJ Stocks talking. We're not giving financial advice. We're just telling you what we're doing. We're just telling you what we're doing. We're hoping that this week turns out to be a better week for the stock market than last week. Last week was pretty rough. Last week was a rough week for the stock market, one like we have not seen in a long time. At least not this year. Let me have some of these Teddy Grahams here. You guys like Teddy Grahams? Look at there, Teddy Grahams for breakfast. This is how I roll on days when we're traveling. Good old Teddy Grahams. What you doing? What you guys doing? Hope you're having a great Monday. Truly, I think I hope you're having a good Monday. Are you having a good Monday? I don't know. There you go. A little dark. That's dark. That's some dark stuff going on there. I'm in Milwaukee today. We traveled up here to my wife's got a channel, Susie Q Slots Midwest. Check out her YouTube channel. She wanted to do a little slot playing here at the wonderful casino. Here's the casino, at least the hotel. Beautiful hotel here in Milwaukee, and casino called Potawatomi. Check them out if you're in the area. Great place to gamble. And great place to have some nice dinner. We had a nice dinner last night at their Asian restaurant. I'll be posting it later. I had some belugi or belugos, like a South Korean dish. Little kimchi, egg, rice, and some marinated beef. It was scrumptious. Oh. Got the trolls in today. We're from the northwest suburbs, my friend. Northwest suburbs of Chirac. Bears won again yesterday. I didn't watch the game, but it appears that they pulled another one out. And yeah, I'm about 45 minutes from Rockford, between Chicago and Rockford. And about 2 hours from Milwaukee, hour and a half, hour 45 minutes from Milwaukee. I'm close to Lake in the Hills, yeah. I love Lake in the Hills, yeah. We're close to that. So, oh yeah. Not sure what a dirty beefer is, but I've had plenty of Portillo's. I love their jumbo dogs. Love me the jumbo dogs. Love me their Italian. They got pretty good Italian beef. They do have a good Italian beef at Portillo's. You miss it. Where you from, Jason? Where did you move to, Jason? If you got out of Illinois, Jason, you're the lucky one, my friend. I've been hoping to get out of Illinois for years now. I need to convince my wife to move, and that's a formidable task here. Formidable task to get my wife to want to move. Dirty style. What's dirty style? Is it just wet? Just wet? Is it just wet beef? Florida's pretty fun. I would love to live in Florida, although it gets pretty hot in June, July, and August down there. But count your blessings. What part of Florida? You like South, like Panhandle? Where are you at? Oh, it's cold as hell here in Chicago area. Actually, I'm in Milwaukee, but it's probably 25 degrees this morning. 25 degrees. We got the heavy jackets out. Got my stocking cap out. AVT Deer. Uncle Andy. Oh, good. You don't like the Portillo's guy. The Portillo's stock not doing so well. You're in the Ocala area. I got a buddy that lives in Ocala. I wonder if you're related to Krager. Do you know Krager? I have a friend Krager who's moved to Ocala a couple years ago. There you go. 46 degrees. That's pretty cold for San Antonio. Yep, Portillo's started in Villa Park. Yes, they did. 1964-ish. Right around, I think it was, Jay, who's this? Pod Catheter. Craig in Ocala. Well, say hi to Craig. There you go. Tony Gilbert in the house. Say hi to my buddy Craig. I communicated with him last week via LinkedIn. He's getting ready to get married. Congratulations to my buddy Craig in Ocala, Florida. Yes, he made it out of Illinois. He was in Hoffman Estates. He lived in Hoffman Estates, and he retired and got out of Dodge. I sound like I'm from Minnesota? Now, do I sound like Minnesota? Good old Minnesota. God, it's got to be cold there. Yeah, there is no Sears anymore in Hoffman Estates. They just tore it down. The whole campus is now rubble. Nothing left. They're getting ready to build a big... Oh, man. They're replacing... Let me get ready for my breakfast here. Good old Truly. This is how we roll on On vacation days here, we do Trulies. Look at that. I love me some Trulies. Mm. Now, Jason, this is Milwaukee, my friend. Getting back to Schaumburg or Hoffman Estates, there was probably what, a million and a half square feet of office space for Sears in Hoffman Estates, and they tore it all down. Took them like 9 months. A lot of videos out there. There was some urban explorers that went inside the building and everything. They pretty much left everything in that building and just tore it down. And last I looked, there was a huge pile of gravel on the property, huge mound of gravel. And they were getting ready to start building a data center there. They're replacing the old Sears headquarters with good old data center. Yeah, we haven't been to Lake Geneva in a while. We like going to Lake Geneva in the summer, but obviously Lake Geneva is not a high priority place today when it's 26 degrees and it's sunny here. Yeah, it's sunny here. There's downtown Milwaukee for you. There's Marquette University over there, and in the distance is the lake. This is some river here. I forget the name of the river. I think it's Menominee River. And I don't know. I don't see the ferry. I don't know if the ferry's done for the year. They run a ferry across the lake. Mofo knows about that. Oh, I got mods. I got mods, Tony. Got myself Vicky and Uncle Andy. I think they're on here. Did they fall asleep this morning already? They're used to a faster paced show. Check out our videos. Check out our DJ stock videos. Oh, there he is. There's Uncle Andy. Uncle Andy's pretty quick. Nothing gets by Uncle Andy. He'd be in Florida. He'd be in southern Florida. Yeah, he's the macro man. We call him the macro man. Good old Uncle Andy. And Vicky is from Raleigh, Durham, I believe. Good old Vicky around somewhere. I guess she's still on. She likes to give hugs to people. There you go. Yeah, are they going to name the stadium? I hear the White House wants them to name the new stadium after Donald Trump. Do you think that's going to fly? Do you think that's going to... I heard he got booed yet. Mofo in the house. Good old Mofo in the house. How you doing, Mofo? We be directly across from you today in Milwaukee. Just 80 miles across the lake. We'd be in Michigan. We would be in Michigan. I was checking to see if they've parked the what do they call it? The thing that goes across the lake, the catamaran that goes across the lake, and I do not see it yet. Although I got kind of an obstructed view here. So Canada, yeah, Summerfest in Milwaukee, great thing to do. Yeah, they've been doing that for like 50, 60 years now. No, they don't dry dock it. There's like a little river over there, and they pull it into the river. They must put bubblers or something. They just kind of leave it in this river all winter, or a canal or something. We've seen it before. So yeah, yep. So that looks. I don't see it, although, like I said, I kind of got an obstructed view. Obstructed view today. They usually park it right over here on the left. Excuse me, the right. Around the corner of that building there. There's a little piece of water. So been years since we've tried that. That was a fun fun excursion. We took it across God, it must have been like year 2000, 2005. We went across Lake Michigan it was like the first or second year that they created the new catamaran. Yeah, it's like a catamaran that they got. Goes twice daily out of Milwaukee. I thought I saw it this year, although it's not cheap. You can spend cost you like $130 for your car and like 120 bucks per person. So you can rack up some coin getting across Lake Michigan. Oh, Forest Heights, Ludington. Yeah, good old Ludington. The time we went, they had like I think they had a submarine over there. They had a submarine docked in Ludington, and I think we drove by the prison. There's like a prison over there, and I think there was a racetrack at one point, but I think the racetrack's probably closed. Oh, Pooch Catheter. Yeah, Muskegon. Good old Michiganders. Yeah, we love. How did the Lions do yesterday? Did they win? I bet you they won. It sounds like they won. I can't remember though. Oh, the German U-boat. They have a submarine. The Museum of Science and Industry might have had a U-boat. I'm not 100% sure. Oh. They don't have anything. Oh, excuse me. They really don't have anything that floats year round in Chicago. Although they got some of those. They got the big luxury boat at Navy Pier where you can go, pay like $100 a head for dinner, and they cruise the. I don't think they actually go out onto the lake. They go in the harbor there, and they'll cruise all winter. That's for the rich people. That'd be for the rich people. I am not that rich yet. Oh, so Michigan won. The Lions won. The Bears won. And I'm just disappointed that the Bears aren't playing the Lions for thanks for Turkey Day. I loved watching Walter Payton play against the Lions, and oh God, who was the running back for the Lions back then? He was good too. Those back in those days. Man, you had Walter Payton, then you had the guy from Detroit. That was was it Sanders? I forget his name. He's in the Hall of Fame too, I do believe. He had a falling out with Detroit for some reason and kind of retired early. No, it wasn't Billy Sims. I forget. He was a good running back. Good running back. And oh, Barry Sanders. That could be. Him and Walter Payton, they were dueling for best running back every year when Walter was playing. Oh my Lord! Yeah, I don't know. The Bears keep winning. Oh man, give them credit for winning. I give them credit for winning. These are the games that they normally lose, so they're looking pretty good this year. All things considering, I don't know what the rest of their schedule looks like. They probably got to go to Green Bay and play. The Pack plays tonight. You would not believe the fans here in Milwaukee. They're rabid. They're rabid. We will see Packer jerseys all day today. Unbelievable. We'll see everywhere you look. You will see Packer jerseys today. These people support their sports teams like you would not believe. Milwaukee is a rabid sports town. They love their sports. No, they don't have a foot. Well, the Packers are their team. It's owned by the state. It's owned by the people. By the people. They used to play a game. I think they used to play one game or two games a year here in Milwaukee, but when they redid Lambeau, they did away with that. They used to play over in County Stadium for decades. Decades. They play a game a year. Game a year, I do believe. Now they don't do that anymore. Oh. So we're just a stone's throw from American Family Field, the site of the Cubs versus the Brewers series this year. Yeah, they're upgrading that stadium. They're taxing people to the hill. They're all your visitors here are paying taxes on hotels and everything. That's feeding into upgrading that stadium. I think it's a 20-year-old stadium now. Been built 20 years. So this good old Milwaukee, the place that made beer famous. There you go. I don't know where Laverne and Shirley are at today, but they'd be around somewhere. There you go. There's a good old, that's a power generation place right there. There's a Cargill packaging plant right down here. They package chicken and beef, I think. Awesome city to explore if you're ever looking for a place to go and not get killed. Well, there's some tough areas, Milwaukee. There be some tough areas. Tommy G, I think, is he a YouTuber? Name sounds familiar. The Kia Boys are originated here in Milwaukee. So I'll have to check out Tommy G. It's an interesting town. It is an interesting town. They got Summerfest that happens a lot, and they keep moving it. It used to be a summer thing. Now it's like a fall thing, a summer and fall. And then they got their ethnic festivals up here. They put on a good German fest, Italian fest, Polish fest. Yeah, it gets cold here. Yeah. They are like in a whole nother weather band. They get more snow. It's usually 5 to 10 degrees colder than Chicago, but they definitely get more snow than Chicago. They probably get maybe an extra couple of feet a year than Chicago normally gets. Fonzie, yeah, they got a Fonzie statue. And they also have Jeffrey Dahmer tours. Do you remember Jeffrey Dahmer? He was from Milwaukee. Oh, what's going on? Womb with the View finally has arrived. I think Womb with the View is female, and she's late quite a bit. We didn't get any snow up here in Milwaukee. Chicago's getting snow because it's lake effect snow. And the thing about lake effect snow is it goes from the north to the south. So the areas of Chicago that are getting hit by snow are at the far end of the lake. The southern end of Lake Michigan is getting trounced with 6 to 12 inches worth of snow today. But, the northwest suburbs where I'm from and here in Milwaukee, no snow. You can see the green grass down there. It's cold as hell, but there is no snow. We ran into some flurries on the way up here yesterday, but nothing really accumulated here. So there you go. Well, the lake effect, it has to have the right wind action. Kind of hard for the wind to come. Not very often does the wind blow from the east in this part of the country. We usually get air coming from the west or going from the north to the south. sometimes from the south to the north, but the jet stream right now is coming from the north. So you get that wind going across the lake, and then it's got to have a good amount of open water to accumulate all that precipitation. Starting to sound like a weather person here, explaining lake effect snow to you guys. But yeah, the south end of Lake Michigan is where most of the lake effect snow happens in the winter, and it can get really dicey down there. They will get feet of snow down around Gary, Indiana, New Buffalo, Michigan. Um, where else? Chicago Heights, all those areas. Those areas will get feet of snow, and Chicago may get like 2 inches. So yeah, the wind just blows all the way down the lake, going north to south, and accumulates all that precipitation, and once it hits land, it just dumps it. It dumps it. Oh, my Uncle Aunt, 72. My God. Oh, man. We haven't seen the 70s in like a month now. We were before this deep freeze here, we were in the 50s every day. 50s, maybe 60s if it was a good day. Oh, man. And we're supposed to get 2 days of this 32-degree weather. Looks like you can see the leaves are still on the trees here. We had a lot of wind yesterday. The wind's good, especially when you have lots of trees on your property, because it blows a lot of the leaves away. You don't have to rake your leaves if you wait for the wind to come on a windy day and blow them all away. That's why people have fences in the suburbs, because they don't want their neighbors' leaves blowing into their yard. There you go. That's the truth. Oh. So what's going on, guys? Hope you're ready I'm ready for the stock market to open today. Especially after last week. Oh my Lord. Yet last week was a terrible week. Although Friday kind of corrected itself. Wow, check out the video I did about what happened on Friday. Man, Friday morning I was down 21K. 9 o'clock in the morning I was down 21K in losses. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, when the stock market closed, I was only down $500. So the stock market rallied on Friday, to say the least. It was down like 450 points at one point and ended up finishing up 78 points. It's scheduled to be up about 150 points on the open today. I don't know what time it is just yet. We're getting close to stock market open. Let me check the time. It just opened 2 minutes ago, so check your Nvidia price, my friends. I keep telling you guys. Yeah, no, she was sleeping. She was sleeping. Now she's starting to get up a little bit. And she had a couple of good wins. No hand pays here at Potawatomi. She got a $600 bonus, and I think a $400 bonus. So she's okay. No, my dad was not in World War II. He was post World War II. He was in the Army, stationed in Germany for a couple of years. He was part of the mandatory draft post World War II. He was in the Army. He was in the engineering corps of the Army. And he did, I think he did 3 years, a year or two in Germany, and then he discharged. But most of my family, there were some people in my family that did World War One. We actually go to the cemeteries every year and take care of some graves. And there's one relative I have that was in World War One. Just for whatever reason, a lot of people in the army. I can't tell you anyone in my relatives who was in the Air Force or um, the Navy. None. But I got oodles and oodles of relatives that were in the army, so there was a connection there of some sort that they just gravitated towards the army. So my Susie Q's dad was in Korea. We have some of his slides out there. If you go out to my Land Cruiser Midwest and type in Korea, you might pull up some videos that we have of his slides from 1950-ish. When he passed away, we found a bunch of Kodachrome slides that he had taken while he was in Korea when he was like 18, 19 years old. They were in great shape, and we scanned them and made a little video of it, and interesting stuff. So check that video out. Maybe I'll post that. Maybe I'll post a link to that this morning in my post section. I don't know how many of you guys get the posts that I do, but I'll find that video and post it out there for you. All right. Green Light, Texas, Jim Harry, Uncle Andy. Is Vicky still in the house? Where is my good friend Vicky? She dropped off. She's bored. Uncle Andy. All right. I don't know what else to tell you guys. Check out Susie Q Slots Midwest. She'll be posting some of her hits that she made today on her channel. And I'll probably be posting my dinner from last night. Nice Korean dish, belugio or something is what it was called. Awesome. All right. So I think we're going to end it there today. Thank you for joining us. I hope you got some NVIDIA. Check out that NVIDIA stock price this morning, my friends. And if you don't have any, start crying. I told you, though. Buy NVIDIA. Buy Google. All right, guys. That's what I'm telling you. If you guys aren't listening, that's your fault. That'd be your fault. I'm giving you the free tips here, and not a lot of people are listening. Yeah, truly right here, my friend. Truly day. Let's see. There's my breakfast of champions. Good old brown banana, some Teddy Grahams, and a Truly. All right. Over and out. It's DJ Stocks. Like, share, and subscribe. I humbly ask you guys to subscribe. We're growing by leaps and bounds because of you, the viewers. And check out my DJ Stock videos. Teach you guys how to do some day trading, how to make some money, make some moolah. That's what it's all about. Everybody needs money these days, and we teach you how. We teach you how to make money. Over and out. It's DJ Stocks.